What's up, everyone? Welcome from wherever you may be viewing, and thank you for joining me on this seventh edition of the Vendetta Gazette Gold Monthly for our February Patreon bag. So that's very cool. We've got a few editions out now under our belt, and it's still great and fun to do. Last time we were doing the winnings on the pan with the headlight challenge. So that was fun, and that headlight worked great. Like I told you guys, I'm looking forward to taking it out and see about maybe give me some frogs down the street here. I got the Bayou, the small creek fed Bayou part over here that probably has, I hear some bullfrogs croaking every once in a while. But so yeah, it's a windy day out here. Fortunately, my great microphone is blocking the wind sound as it does, but that's why we did the cut in with the sticker board, because I put it out here and it blew off first thing, so I can't have that thing crashing around on my messing up my stickers out here in the wind. But it's at 85, pushing 85 degrees before the end of the day. So yes, I am only out here donning the new Vendetta shirt that I won off of the Patreon giveaway from last month. Thank you so much, Mike Vendetta. Oh, by the way, I am Bayou Gold Guy here on Bayou Gold Guy. Thank you. And but yeah, appreciate that, Mike. And it came with another prize as well. Y'all might have already seen, but it's got the no gold in Arizona. It's got the heavy pans on the back. It's got, I'm not sure if this is the Four Paws or I think it's something from, I keep forgetting to ask because I've seen it. I just can't remember. But so yeah, leave a comment there, Mike, or if Creed in, or maybe Rocky Mountain. I know one of you guys will know what that is, but then our Vendetta label on the front. So very nice, very cool shirt. This is an extra large. So if you guys are wondering about size, I mean, I got pretty broad shoulders as far as a lot of shirts, and my arms are long. So when I have one that's got the sleeves that go all the way down, man, that's great. I like that. So, and I'm right, a little over 6'1", so that's pretty much the, good size for me. And so if you're wondering about getting one, I was really surprised. I was expecting it to be one of his T-shirts that he sells on his site, and it was very cool to find this. So, but I will be slipping out of this once we get past this opening out here. But it's been just beaming down sun on me. As you can see, freshly mowed yard work has become a weekly thing now already, going into the end of February, because yeah, when you get rain and 80 plus degree days, the grass starts growing. So I'm waiting for my pepper to start taking off here. And yeah, well, we'll see how the garden grows this year. So all right, well, let's get right to it and see what we've got in our new um, Patreon thank you bag of the month from Mike Vendetta at Vendetta Prospecting. Yeah, I just have a few screws in strategic places that kind of prop that sticker board up out here. So whenever the wind whips through the way it's been doing today, man, it's yeah, it doesn't stand much of a chance. So there we have X marks the spot. And we've got this month, it is the Bug Dirt, which this is a new pay dirt that he has on his site. Now you can get $73 for a 1 ounce bag. I mean, a 1 ounce, you wish. 1 gram bag, postage paid. And I think when I did the mail call on it, I was saying, oh, yeah, it's like 25.25 grams. But no, this is the $25 Patreon bag is what that means. So it could be 2/10 to, you've seen 2/10 to almost 3/10. It varies. I think, so it's always a nice little amount of gold in there. Some cool, and I can feel that there's some chunky pieces in here, some rocks. We got some stuff. So that is our bag day. It came, of course, with our new style Vendetta sticker. And like I said, I had won his Patreon giveaway when he does the wheel for all the Patreon members. And there it is, February 2023, 1.4 ounce silver. Patreon, I can't read my camera here. Patreon giveaway. Duh. I haven't put my eyes on yet. And it is a beautiful Vendetta silver round. Check that out. and it is personalized there. BGG, February 2023, VP, Vendetta Prospecting. So how awesome is that? Very cool. And that goes very well with our, I've showed these before, but I never get tired of looking at it. The copper round, which was my first round of any kind of metal, of any kind of round. And he'd sent that to me for the 50th episode. And there you can see at the top VP 22 BGGLA. And just how that's, I think that's that's one of my favorites of all. And then he had sent me on the order I'd put in there for my birthday. He threw in a little something extra on it, which was the happy birthday Bayou Gold guy. Everyone is a bit special, and it is this. Like I said, I think this is when he was first starting doing his rounds, pouring his rounds, and he had made me this one, and it is a bit thicker than that other one. It's a little bit rougher on the back. It's got. He said it had bubbled up on him. And I thought he had done that like on purpose to get that texture. I was like, "Oh, dude, man, that's awesome." He's like, "Oh, well, if you like it," I was like, "Yeah, man, I'll take the I'll take the original for sure." So there you see Bayou Gold, and then Vendetta Prospecting, and then 61. That was my birthday. So very awesome collection. I'm I'm so proud to have. And so grateful to Mike Vendetta for his generosity on putting these kind of things out and send them to me, and all you guys that have gotten them. It's you know how cool they are. So I got to pin everything down so it doesn't disappear with the wind. Been some crazy winds here the last 3 weeks almost now. It's been keeping this shit up, but so let's break out our multiple pan selection we have now. We went for whatever it was, almost over a year and a half with two green pans. That was it. Now we've got us a variety again, thanks to Vendetta Prospecting on that on the one that won the little trophy on, very cool trophy for the best food on the Patreon. So again, so honored to have that, and so cool to have got our new pans, got our new vial, our headlamp. So just all kinds of good stuff comes out of Vendetta Prospecting. Not to even mention, if you're not a Patreon, just buying his awesome gold. But yeah, $25 Patreon starts you off at getting a bag of Paydirt from him every month and he'll give you a little sample of what he's got coming out, or he'll put up something together special. But it's just a cool thing to get. Doesn't have to do that at all, and just does. And the more you put in, if you're a $50 subscriber, $100 subscriber, of course you're going to have more gold. So that's just the way you can go up to the 1 ounce Patreon, and he'll send you out an ounce of gold every month plus a bunch of other cool stuff. And man, that would be awesome. That's the kind of Patreon I aspire to be, the 1 ounce Patreon member. But for now, we're trying to hold on at 25. I tell you guys, it's gotten ridiculous down here with jobs. So I'm not used to dealing with this kind of shit. I don't like it. It stresses me out. So fortunately, we said we still got our Patreon hooked up. So let's open this bad boy up and just see what those big chunks are in there that are rocking around. Oh, that is some reds. Well, I guess I should show you guys. That's a lot redder dirt than I was expecting to see. Kind of surprised me. So we got a little bit of the cracks. We will rinse that out. With Vendetta, you want to make sure you rinse it out, because you very well could end up with some fine gold in the bag, in the little cracks. But yeah, we've got us a few little varieties of rocks we're going to be rinsing down here. But this is from, I guess that's why it's a little damp. Look, this is from Bug Creek. It's Bug Dirt, but the bag that he has for sale of these channel, on his website, it says Bug Creek, so I'm guessing that's what this is from, because it definitely looks like damp creek type dirt. So very cool. So hold on. All right, how about we'll just dump it through our steamer basket with the big holes, and leave it at that. But we could have some fine gold that might rinse off of those. So that's what we're looking for on that. Unless he snuck us in a big nugget there. Oh, not this time. What about that? Oh no. So that's our goodies right there. So let's get the water pan set up here, Big Garrett, and yeah, let's get rolling. Well, all right, we are set. Let's get rolling. Those definitely look like creek rocks. A little bit of quartz in there. That again has almost a petrified look to it to some degree. As y'all can imagine, I have literally tons, well, not tons, but yeah, a lot of pounds of these big white jugs full of lynched dirt that I know there's absolutely no gold in, because I've gotten it all out. And I'm thinking about trying to use some in some pots to see how it would grow some plants, maybe some pepper plants or something like that. I'm just not sure how rich that red desert soil would be that Lynch puts their stuff in, but I was thinking about filling up a pot and putting it to some use, because it's too easy to use for pay dirts. If I'm making up pay dirts, and I'm using Chicken Miners or Miners Depot or some of the unique ones that I've had that I'll blend together or something, but I never put in Lynch generic red Arizona dirt that they seem to put all their stuff in. So if you ever tried growing any vegetables in pay dirt, leave a comment, let me know. Man, this wind is just tearing. It's incredible how well this microphone does blocking out that racket that you get off your microphones in the wind. So the parades are over. Had a pretty good time. I've got one more video that I'm planning on posting. It may go up tonight. I might put it in before John R. Prospecting's doing his nightmare Blood Bayou nightmare pay dirt on tonight. So if you haven't gone over there and subscribed to John R. Prospecting yet, check that out. I'll leave a link. Should be interesting to see him get through that bottle. It's not a big bottle, but it packs a punch. But yeah, that was from he won the small one during the live chat giveaway, and T-Rep took the big bottle. I think he had some fun with that. Took him a few rounds with it, and we have some nice looking gold showing up there. some heavies holding it in place. I forgot to take off this shirt before I started this. At least if the sun was hitting me, yeah, I wouldn't be able to stand here. And with the wind blowing, it actually is helping a bit, keeping it not terrible. Really like the shirt though. If you're a Patreon member, I had an interesting email that came in on the Patreon message today from Mike talking about the latest GAW / Huck. We call them Hucks now to try to dodge the scammers, I guess. But yeah, that he bowed out of, and check it out. But yeah, it's a good warning. Y'all get used to. You get a familiarity with people you think on YouTube, and they come across as wanting to try to be a certain way, and I guess you might say the closer knit or more connected members of the community know who you can really trust and who's pretty forthright, straightforward people. And but when you've got YouTube, there's a never ending supply of scammers and scumbags, and so just be aware of that. But yeah, that is some nice little flakes of gold there, little chunk. They're not actually flakes; they look like little chunks. I keep slapping them around. Yeah, look at them babies. Oh, very, very nice start on that in Bug Creek. The bug bag, the bug dirt. Like I said, it's really cool because sometimes you get to sample stuff like this that he's put out on his website for sale. And sometimes he'll mix up just a specific special batch just for the Patreons. Very nice. I keep forgetting for some reason this new Garrett does not have the tapered tip on it. It's square, and it's a pain in the ass. It does not suck up nearly as well. I keep forgetting to. I haven't had a new razor blade in there, and I keep forgetting to bring in my utility knife to snip that. But both ends are both sides are flat. So well, it looks like. And make sure we didn't leave anybody behind. Yes, we did right there. So it was crazy that last video. The last week's video. I can't remember now which one I damn did. I guess it was from Lynch. Yeah. Oh, and I did the. I'd put in the. Would you like to fly in my beautiful balloon opening and closing? And I used the Fifth Dimension, who did the song back in the '60s, and I remember it as a kid, and I was going to. And because they just had shot down the Chinese balloons and the other three, and they banned it. It came up that it was banned in Russia. I had the copyright claim, but it was blocked in Russia. I'm like, what the fuck? Why would the Fifth Dimension be blocked by YouTube in Russia? So I pulled it off. I erased it, reloaded it, went back in and cut it. Looked up some other band that did it, the one that's playing on the video, and cut theirs in, and it was unblocked and had no copyright claim at all. So I don't. And then the same thing that the Mardi Gras video that I just posted out there, the first parade, and it had so much music, and like I said, the floats were just blasting it so loud I don't know if they could hear it that so much clearer than normal on other videos I had done from last year, but it came up when I had it loaded up and done, and it was blocked worldwide. Blocked worldwide. You can't not even publishing it. Shit. So I went back in and redid it the way y'all saw, where I'm trying to. That's a pretty rock right there. Those bands. But yeah, and kind of comment keeping my voice going over the music. I turned the music down on the volume for each clip, and then adjusted my volume on the record over it, and real pain in the ass. But it came up, no claims at all. So no blocks, no claims. So I don't know how and what sparks that kind of shit, but that was kind of strange. And I guess you'd call it my first Karen. I encountered my first fucking Karen. We were out there before the parade made it down, and we're walking around the in front of the me and my buddy Ben. Y'all saw him there, or well, no, I guess you haven't seen him if I haven't posted it yet. But at any rate, he was down there with me on the Mardi Gras Day parade, and we're walking by in front of the courthouse, and he busts his ass because they were running an extension cord from the gazebo to this little trailer stand that was making ice cream or some crap. But instead of like the stand just down the road, down the sidewalk from him, had it tucked in the crack in the sidewalk with tape, so it was flat. There was no way to trip over it. He fucking busted his ass, tore the knee on his jeans, spilled his drink, dropped his Jello float. His finger was bleeding, and I go up there and I knock on her, come up from behind the thing and said, "Hey, you guys need to do something with this cord. My buddy just busted his ass out here, and you know, I'm saying some old person could come through here and really get hurt." And I'm like, well, fuck, he's 61 like I am. I guess he could be considered an old person at this point. Luckily, he's in pretty good shape where he bounced more than he broke, but he hit hard from that damn cord. And she's like, "Oh, okay." So we go walk down the street, come walking back up, 15, 20 minutes later, fucking still the same place. And I go over there. This time I go over there and I bang on the window a couple of times. And I said, "Hey, I told you my buddy busted his ass out here on y'all's cord. He's bleeding. He tore up his knee. He spilled it." I said, "If you want to be accurate, you actually owe him a drink because he spilled his drink over it too. But somebody's gonna get hurt a lot worse. The people down the street have their, I told her, and she's like, "Okay," and she comes walking out, and then I look up. I'm over there talking to Ben. I look up, and because we're still about 10 feet away, or we're standing there near the street, and she's over there talking to a cop. There's a big black cop you see in the beginning of the video walking out, and she's over there talking to the cop saying, "He was over there cussing at me and so and so." And I walk over there, "Hell no!" I said, I said, "She's lying." I said, "I didn't cuss her at all." I said, "Ben, show him your bloody finger and your torn jeans." And he's like, "Well, it's Mardi Gras, you go to people, I'm like, "Dude, the people down the street, right down the block right there, have theirs tucked away where it's safe. This is a hazard." I said. And he's like, "Well, Mardi Gras, it's just make. And I'm going, and then my buddy, then Ben comes walking over and he starts talking. I said, "It doesn't matter, Ben. He doesn't care. They're not going to do anything about it." But it's just the fact that she came out lying, saying, "Oh, no, I'd come and asked her nice. She ignored me. I came back and told her more firmly, 'Hey, you need to fix this.'" And, "Oh, no, he's attacking me and cursing at me." But yeah, so I'm assuming that I don't have to, I don't deal with Karens, but I'm guessing that was a Karen. So I recorded it just for him, but I'm thinking, man, I should post that on YouTube. I could do it a short showing just to show this stand from these scumbags. But it's like, well, then do you become a Karen? I don't know where the threshold is on that, but it seems like whenever you've injured someone that could have been avoided and you don't care, and then you turn around and want to blame the person that's pointing it out to you, I think that is the definition of Karen, isn't it? So All right, very nice. We're getting some nice little bits of gold out of there. Very fun. Let's finish this off here. And then you had the ultimate Karen on the news today. I saw old headed transportation butt guy finally decided they needed to go to Ohio after Trump showed up with semis full of water and loaded up in his plane, and people were standing in the streets cheering him pulling in. That was the biggest thing they said, that it had, coming off the heels of a train derailment that's destroyed the, they're saying this is the biggest thing that's ever happened to this community, this little community, was Trump coming to town, not the derailment. But yeah, that was just awesome seeing him there buying McDonald's for the first responders and the firemen that were there, and talking to the people, and surveying it and getting shit done as he always did. And of course, the biggest thing he got done was when they found out he was there. They told Butt Guy, get down there, So he got down there and basically hid from the people, did nothing. His press, they're saying, why did it take you 2 weeks to come down here? Are you going to apologize to the people of Ohio for taking so long? And he's walking away, because that's his nature. He's lived his whole life as a coward and a liar and a deviant, and so that's in his nature, is to be, he's fucked up. If you're mentally ill, you behave, in not not normal ways, and again, the only reason his incompetent ass even has that job is because he sticks shit where it doesn't belong, checks out a box. But yeah, they wanted nothing to do with him down there other than, bring the damn federal money down here. But again, nothing was happening until Trump. Oh, Trump's just there for a photo op. Huh. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, he was there for a photo op to because it shows the people that he actually cares, Whereas Biden took $500 million over and snuck out in the night to Ukraine in the same deviant fashion as the rest of his family and cabinet and people that are running the government now, because that is their nature. And they know that 500 million goes to paying pensions of Ukrainians that haven't been able to work because of the war. So nothing for the disaster of people in Ohio when they're telling them that you're safe up there. And even the water, they pulled the water bottles off the shelves from the bottling company up there because the government's saying the water's fine. They're saying, well, yeah, the government, if you sue the government, they're just paying you your own tax money back. They sue us, that's our profits. So another big major bottling company has shut down from up there, and they're even higher level up above the aquifer and away from the contamination area, and they're still not taking any chances. But yeah, it's just pathetic that they have just been ignored, and they and then of course all that ash that they lit up off of the vinyl chloride that burned up in that huge black cloud along with the other stuff all fell for miles, rained down on these houses in ash. So they were saying their roofs are covered with this black soot ash, their fences, and again, the chickens are dying because they're low to the ground. So every time they flap their wings, peck around, they're taking in more toxins. So yeah, and it takes a lot less to kill a chicken than a person, but it's just the hypocrisy and the absurdity. Where's fucking Al Gore and AOC and Greta Thunberg and all these bleeding heart scumbag green New Deal people that are so worried about, but they don't care. The climate change they can lump together in their bullshit. Environmental change actually is stuff that you can actually affect change on and have play a part in, and they don't want any part of that. And that's what conservatives and normal normal people are concerned about. When I went back to school in 95 in geology, they were teaching then that the glaciers were going to be moving down, coming down through Canada. In the next 20 years, you would see glaciers that had moved down into Canada from the north because of the the global cooling. And then remember, Al Gore saying that the ocean was going to rise by 10, 12 feet or something in 10 years, and then they all buy oceanfront property. And right now, the richest people in the world own the most oceanfront mansions, most expensive mansions. So what does that tell you? It's all bullshit. But check that out right there, my friends. That is a good day on the Bayou. Some beautiful Arizona gold. So we are going to suck that up, take it in and dry it, and see what we weigh out on this one. Get a good look at it. All right, we have our pan of beautiful dried gold. I've got a couple of little black specks in there. That may be still maybe magnetite. I'll have to pick through that and check it out. And of course, we've got a pretty nice little pile of Mardi Gras coins that I collected this year. This isn't even all of them, but like I told you guys, if you saw in the video, the poker chips were very cool. Purple, green, and gold chips with say Happy Mardi Gras on the back. Some wooden coins, the black and gold, the set of the dog pound float from Crew of Terranians. So yeah, these big green ones. So yeah, actually, y'all kind of changed the way I end the parades, because I never would go and walk the street and see about finding shit when it was over. I'd just take whatever they threw me, and that was it. Left most of it behind. But y'all like the coins so much, getting the doubloons in with your Paydirts and prizes. So I wanted to make sure I went ahead and loaded up on plenty. So we've got a pretty good pile there. That will be going out. So let's get our stuff dumped out here. Yeah, it was weird. I've never seen them throwing the poker chips like that. They had, like I said, one night was tons of them. The other night they didn't. They weren't throwing any at all. Let's check our. We are at 20 grams, like we're supposed to be. So there we go. We have 0.20 to 21 right at. So very nice. Over 0.2 of a gram on that. It was at 2.1 whenever I first finished it. So I think it's the wind. Let's see how it looks up close and see if a couple of those hundredths might be grit. Look at that pretty gold. You never know, because like I said, it held with the gold more so than magnetite would or hematite would. So sometimes you get that gold that's dark, and you might just flick it offhand as being a rock when it could be dark gold. But yeah, I do have some little grains in there, and I think that is a couple little specks. Those look like they are rock rather than dark gold. Don't try to fool yourself. That's not gold. But that is so very nice. Again, just as a thank you for being a Patreon, that is awesome and beautiful. Very nice chunk. Some of it's a little chunky look. Some of it's got that smooth surface on it. So it is gold, my friends. No magnetics here. So, look, yeah. Thank you again so much, Mike Vendetta. And once again, thank you for the awesome prize of the silver round there. That is just beautiful. And this very warm shirt I'm still wearing. I never, there it is. Yes, I never took it off today. So I mean, it's actually pretty light and airy. It wasn't painful to wear. It's, y'all see I'm usually wearing a lot less than this though. So it's whenever when you're outside. But yeah, beautiful shirt, cool cool printing on it, cool back. So awesome. So that will turn the page. That's it on this edition of Vendetta Gazette Gold Monthly for our February publication. And fun as always. Awesome gold, awesome channel, awesome guy, Mike Vendetta. And I know from watching my videos, I use the word awesome way too much in them. And I try to, when I'm watching them, I'm thinking, man, I got to quit saying that here. I just said it 3 times in a row, but that was trying to punctuate. So very neat, very cool. Yeah, you wrote out, exquisite. That's how grandiose or minimal do you get in between? Awesome, great. I mean, when you've been doing it 108 times in videos and shows and for over a year and a half, you run out of expletives and or positive expletives, I guess you'd say. But fun times. Thank you again. Awesome shirt. See, it just comes out naturally because it is. It is an awesome shirt. And it feels like it's a good quality shirt too. So fun times. Thank y'all. On a positive note, if you I cannot believe I'm actually saying this from the first 2 seasons, but if you're a Star Trek fan in any way from the Next Generation especially, and kind of disappointed of the Next Generation movies that they put out for us after they when they went to the big screen. Picard season 3, they have basically kicked Alex Kurtzman, the destroyer of Star Trek, from that shit Discovery to um, uh, whatever the last incarnations were, that Lower Decks, and then this Picard, the first 2 seasons of Picard, where they just bastardized and trashed the whole IP. They've got this guy in there that's writing, that's putting together what could be that it's basically going to be a 10-hour final movie to send off the original Next Generation crew. And it's already had Riker and Beverly in it, and and Seven of Nine, and it's actually good. I've watched. It's only had 1 episode out. I've watched. I was like, holy shit, this is. I saw the Critical Drinker talking about it with his guys, and they were saying the same thing. I can't believe I'm saying this, but because even the guys that reviewed this show stopped watching it. It was so bad. But just like everything else that Disney and MCU and DC are putting out is all trash, libtard woke trash. Picard, give it a chance. If you like I said, from what it looks like and what they got to see the other episodes besides the first one, and without doing any spoilers, we're saying how yeah, it has its points here and there because they've still got 2 seasons of trash that are kind of tied into it here and there. One character, it's got to be a gay black woman that's their undercover operative that's dragged over from the lab. She's not in it that much, and it's awesome. So give it a shot if you're a fan, because again, I watch it on the high seas. Paramount Network, I think, is one who puts it out, and no, but it's I was surprised. So that being said, that's our TV review for this week on the channel. I warned you about that other movie. I hope nobody went and saw the like the Knock at the Cabin, or that trash was, or any of the number of pieces of trash we've talked about. The new Ant-Man 3. I put on some of that because I've been hearing how horrible it was, and I had it on for about, I guess, 8 minutes. Popped through a little bit farther in it, advanced through a little farther in it. No. It's just it's absurd, and that is the death of the MCU right there. So, all right. So once again, thank you so much. Appreciate you being on the channel, the support. If you haven't hit that like and subscribe button yet, please do that. It helps the channel greatly. We're just a few away from 700, which is great, very surprising, but we'll take it as it comes. So until the next time, once more, hearts go out to you guys out there in Ohio, Virginia, Pennsylvania, and it's heading down to us too. That plume's going to be coming down the Mississippi, and we're going to be getting it too before it's over. So, stand up for yourselves, fight, do whatever you got to do to make them do what's right. And at the same time, if you can stay away from that shit, stay away from it because it's ingrained up there now. So, all right, my friends. Till the next time, this is Bayou Gold Guy saying take care of each other and peace out, my friends.
I'm thinking, man, they've got that ramp lit up so he won't fall, and bam. Yeah. $500 million dumped on Ukraine while he ignores Ohio. He deserves to bust his ass.